Good morning. Welcome back to Words Around the Cross. And this will be the last one of this series, being that Sunday is Easter. And if you didn't know it, today is actually Maundy Thursday. So I want to reflect a little bit about what Maundy Thursday is and challenge us to respond maybe in the way God may be leading us, not just today, but through Scripture. So Maundy Thursday is the day in Holy Week that Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with his disciples. And as a part of that meal, Jesus began by washing the disciples' feet. And in our culture today, we might just think that's kind of strange and unusual. But in that time, it was common for people as they came in, one of the servants, someone would wash the people's feet before a meal because their feet would be dusty, and as they reclined, they didn't want dirty feet near the food or near each other's faces as they kind of reclined and shared a meal together. But Jesus was the one that chose to do this, and that did stand out to his disciples. But Jesus had a meaning and a purpose in doing that. Now I want to go back. You may wonder, why is it called Maundy Thursday? Maundy, in the Latin root, means command. And on Maundy Thursday, Jesus gave a command. What command was it? There's two places in Scripture I want to share with you today that draw that out. First, I want to go to the part where Jesus is washing their feet. In John chapter 13, verse 12, it says, when he had finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place. Do you understand what I have done for you? He asked them. You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Now I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet. You also should wash one another's feet. I have set you as an example that you should do as I have done for you. Very truly I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. And if we continue reading in John chapter 13, down at verse 34, here is where it mentions a new command and uses that word. In verse 34 it says, a new command I give you. Love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another. So Maundy Thursday is a day, I hope, if you aren't already aware of what it is and weren't aware that Maundy stood for command, you will realize that in the midst of Holy Week, in the midst of what Jesus is going through, in the midst of the death and pain he knows he's going to suffer, and then the celebration of life and resurrection and hope and promise, in the middle of that is a command. A command so important that we have a name for it here at Holy Week. I hope that we will maybe embrace that today in such a way, not just for today, but that it carries on with even greater meaning throughout our life of what it means to love one another as Christ loved us. Go and love each other today.